right, DCMikeTV.com. How's everybody doing? We have nobody in the stream as of yet, but we're going to get the stream started. Hopefully people will come in as we go along. I want to welcome my co-host today from Corey Lee's Boxing, Corey Lee.
What up, Corey? What's going on, my brother? How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you?
Oh, man, everything going good, man. Everything going good, man. How everything going on over there, man?
Everything is going on great. I meant to add something to the stream. I thought I added it. I gotta add your logo. Hold on. Hold on. I meant to add your logo. I fixed some stuff.
Well, I'm gonna start talking about the boxing, all right, while you add all that stuff up, all right?
All right. So obviously we talking about Triple G and Murata. They fight tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, man. So, man, it's going down tomorrow. Well, really, in a couple hours, really. It's going down Saturday morning at 5 in the morning. Triple G versus Murata, you guys. It's a real big fight that's coming on. You know, a lot of people are, you know, looking forward to this fight. This is a big fight. And yeah, man, I just really truly think that a lot of people need to know, like, man, this Triple G, does he still have it? Is he still what we thought he was? You know what I'm saying? Is he still what we thought he was, or is he changed? Is he different? You know, or is he the same fighter? You know what I'm saying? Like he's 40 something years old. How old is Triple G?
He's 40.
Triple G was born in 1982 on April 8th. So happy birthday, Triple G. Your birthday was, what's today's date? What's today?
Today.
Oh, his birthday is today. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Happy birthday, Triple G, man. So man, it's his birthday today. And I just think he's, you know, I think he at this point in his career, he's getting up there in age, man. You know, he really is. He's 40 years old. When is enough? Do you think he'll show signs? But Murata hasn't fought in 2 years. So, you know, you got two guys that, you know, you got one guy that's old, and then you got one guy that hasn't fought in 2 years. I mean, it's, you know, how you feel about that? That's crazy.
I guess they both at kind of an even playing field. I think Triple G's age, like you just said, is going to be probably the biggest factor. He was everybody was talking about his age when, you know, he was fighting Canelo. He was, you know, 35 at that time, 36. Now at the age of 40, it's almost like, you know, what does he have left? His last fight, he fought a guy by the name of Camille. I don't want to butcher his name. Sitsarim. I can't pronounce his guy's name.
How do you pronounce that?
Camille Sitsarimita. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering his name, but he's a Poland guy. Triple G stopped him in the 7th round. Before that, he fought Sergey Derevchenko. He went 12 rounds with him, and he fought Steve Rolls, stopped him in the 4th, and obviously lost the majority decision to Canelo Alvarez. But Triple G's been a lot of tough fights. He got a granite chin, but, you know, he's been in, you know, a little bit of wars, and he's 40 now, so it's like, you know, what does he have left? Me personally, I don't think he's the same, you know, fighter. He obviously, nobody's the same that they were, you know, 5 or 10 years ago. So I mean, I don't think he's the same fighter, but can he get past this guy? I think so. He's kind of a big puncher as well. He got like 13 knockouts out of 16 fights. But I think Triple G can get past him.
So you think he can get past him? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. DC, man. Triple G, you gotta understand though, Murata is a good fighter though. I know a lot of people probably haven't heard of this guy. You know, he's from across. You know, he's from across over there, man.
He's from Japan.
He's out there. He's from out there in Japan. You know, but I believe he's fought in America like once, right? Twice, right? But then
Twice.
he fought
Three
Rob
times.
Grant. You know,
Yep.
he fought 3
Rob
times.
Grant and Stephen Butler.
So he lost to Rob Grant, but then he came back and beat Rob Grant in a rematch in 2019, and then he fought Stephen Butler and got a knockout again in 2019. So he was on a 2-fight winning streak, 2-fight knockout streak when he retired. Not retired, but stopped fighting for a while and was inactive. His last fight was on December 23rd, 2019, you guys. And that was a 5th-round knockout, okay? So he's only had 7 rounds in almost 4 years, okay? He's had 7 rounds of fighting in a professional ring in 4 years. I don't know. I think that might catch up to him. You know, he's been inactive, you know, and a guy like him, you know, I would think he would want to stay busy. I mean, you know, fighting at that top level. You don't want to take too much time off, you know. We seen Earl Spence come back and fight Danny Garcia after a 2-year layoff, or I think it was like a 1-year layoff. But still, we seen Keith Thurman fight, you know, who he just fought, Gervonta Davis's old foe, and Barrios. And you know, he did okay. You know, some people think he could have did better. But you know, these long layoffs in boxing, DC, man, do you think they're good for a fighter's career?
I think it comes with a pro and a con. I mean, obviously, if you're inactive, you're not wearing your body out at the gym. Somebody, whoever just came in, can you please smash the like button, and you can drop a comment and or a question if you have one. Appreciate you for coming in. I think inactivity can be a good thing and a bad thing. Like I said, when you're fighting frequently, you know what I'm saying, you're doing a lot of rigorous training, hitting the punching bags, doing push-ups, and, you know, all kind of stuff. And you can, you know, sometimes, you know, wear your body down. You may start getting, you know, injuries from, you know, basically overworking and being inactive. Obviously, you're not active, so the muscle memory is probably not as good as it should be. But at the same time, while you're being inactive, you're allowing your body to recover. So I think it's a good and a bad thing.
So you said it's a good and a bad thing? Yeah, man, my personal opinion, I just really think that, you know, Murata is a good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Murata, man, but you guys got to understand this guy, you know, he's already lost to, you know, a 12-round decision to Rob Grant, which a lot of people don't even think Rob Grant is nowhere near a Triple G level. So we have seen him lose to guys that are not on Triple G's level. We haven't seen Triple G lose to a guy that's on Murata's level. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm trying to tell you guys at home that are going to be watching this fight tomorrow, you know, do you really truly think that Murata can win? And can he win by knockout? We've seen in his last 2 fights, they say you're only as good as your last fight. You know, we've seen him with back-to-back knockouts in his last 2 fights, which, you know, shows you he has power. And it also shows you maybe he's filling into the division, you know?
Right.
Maybe he's filling into the division, you know? You know, so, I mean, like I said, I would love to see, you know, how this fight is going to be at 160. So Triple G has been at 160 for what, 8 years?
His whole career. Yep.
Wow, man. I mean, that's a long time to make that weight. Do you think that that'll have anything to do? His pro debut, you guys, it's a fun fact. Pro debut 2006. This is 2022. He's almost been a professional fighter, prize fighter, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, for almost 20 years, you guys. He's been there, what, 16 years? 16 years of professional? That's a lot of wear and tear. Not only that, he's had 350 amateur fights. So he's had over, you know, upwards of 400, you know, fights. I mean, that's I mean, that's a lot of fight, man. I
Yeah.
mean, do you think that'll, I think he's got more wear and tear on his body than Murata. And mind you, he was at Big Bear with Abel Sanchez. You know, Abel Sanchez does not play around when it comes to strength and conditioning. At those high altitudes and out there in Big Bear.
Right. Yeah, I heard it get crazy out there in Big Bear. You get to running up a hill or something, and the altitude is so damn high you get to losing your breath.
Yeah.
I appreciate the two people that are in the building watching. You guys can drop a comment or question if you guys have one. Obviously, we're talking Triple G and Murata.
We're taking Triple G Murata right now, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, though, DC man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Don't be surprised if you see an upset. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that is because Triple G, how much do you have left in the tank? I know he's trying to get to that finish line. I know he's trying to get to that Canelo Alvarez fight, which is damn near guaranteed. I believe the Canelo fight is actually in Canelo's contract, and he's gonna fight Triple G. But I think all this is contingent on if he wins tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, you guys, because it is gonna be in Japan. So I want you guys to set your reminders. It's gonna be at 5 a.m. in the morning. DC Mike TV, are you going to be up at 5 a.m. watching this goddamn fight?
I need to be watching the goddamn fight, but probably not, man, to be honest with you. I got to, some shit, I should be, but I got some shit planned for me. I got to get my sleep, so unfortunately I won't be up to watch it, but it sounds like you're going to be up watching it.
I think I'm gonna be up watching it, man. I think I'm gonna check it out, you guys. I want to see what Murata can do. I want to see if Murata can really be that guy that can actually, win this fight. My personal opinion is I think he can. It's just all about what game plan does he have. We all know Triple G has that real good fundamental style, that good amateur style, but now I can't even say he has an amateur style because Triple G sits down on his punches. Cam Murata, they said in boxing, DC Mike, they said the last thing to go is what?
Power.
So, Triple G being 40 years old, is the power going to be still there? Is that power going to be still there? And my personal opinion is, DC, I think his power will still be there, man. I think his power will be there. I think he will have that power to possibly take out Murata in Japan. Mind you, this fight is going to be showed over there. From what I'm hearing, it's going to be over like 20 million streams. I mean, this fight is going to be, over the world. You see what I'm saying? And all of those, those Asia Pacific time zones like Japan, China, all of those time zones will be watching this fight over there. And from what I'm hearing, Murata is a big star over there in Japan, and he fills the arenas out. They're talking about this is going to be, a huge Japan crowd. And I don't know if you ever watched a Japan crowd, DC Mike. Have you ever seen how quiet they are as fans in the stands?
I seen them one time when Floyd did the exhibition with oh boy, what's his name? The
exhibition about when he did the exhibition fight, Tashani, what's his name? Tashin. Yeah, he was okay. I mean, but he actually got blasted out of there. He got iced the fuck out. I mean, it was a done deal with him, man. He was too small for Floyd. When Floyd Mayweather turned that heat on, man, it was way too much. It was way too much cooking in the kitchen going on, man. And he just had to get out of the kitchen, man. I mean, he was pretty much toasted. He was cooked. And I mean, Floyd Mayweather knew how to cook his ass. You know what I'm saying? He set his ass up, and he didn't let the fight go long like he did on the Conor McGregor fight. So
right.
I'm just curious to see how this fight's gonna go, man. It's gonna be a lot of fans watching it, DC.
Yeah. In Murata, like I said, I don't know much about the guy, but and boxing's obviously taking a new turn. It may not be the fights that the fans want, but the fighters, I guess, got to make the best business move and the biggest lucrative or money move that they can make to get the most money. I said they try to pick the sorriest guy with the best record, if that make any sense.
What, for Triple G?
Yeah, I think it's any fight in general, man. I think they try to, you got the internet, everybody streaming, stealing money. So I think everybody, fighters, promoters, just people in general, just try to, try to do anything for money.
And I want to let all the fans know out there too, DC Mike, that the fight is gonna be on the zone, you guys. I don't know if you guys know where this fight is gonna be at. It's gonna be on the zone Saturday, April 9th at 5 a.m. The main card will start 5 a.m. Eastern time. That is 5 a.m. Eastern time. I know we got a lot of West Coast people out there, but it's gonna be 5 a.m. Okay, Eastern time. The main event will start approximately at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, you guys? So the main event will start around 8 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, you guys? It's going to be on the zone. And I don't know if you knew, and I don't know if you've been checking your account lately, DC Mike. But yes, you guys, the time has come when Eddie Hearn said it wasn't going to come. The time has come where the zone's fucking prices have went up. Okay? They're up. They're up from $10 a month. They're $20 a month minimum now. Okay? So the zone has went up to a streaming app costing $20 per month. Okay? That's a lot of money for some fans out there, man. Do they want to pay $20 a month for a streaming app? Okay. Yeah, do you think that'll affect the numbers on this fight, man? The streaming numbers and stuff like that. They went up. They just went up. They just went up this month, April. So April, I believe, was the first month that they're doing the $20 a month. I was a long time customer. I've been with the zone since they opened, since one of the first boxing matches. So what about a couple years now? 2 years now? How long has the zone been out for?
I say 3, maybe 4. I would say 4. Hold on.
Yeah. The zone started in August 10th, 2016. I think I got it in like 2018, I want to say. I don't believe it was in 2016 when I got the zone app. I want to say it was more like 2019, I think. Because wasn't the WBSS tournament on the zone app, right? Remember?
I believe so, yeah.
You had Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor and all of those guys, remember? I think that was the zone app. Yep. So, the zone app is $20 now, you guys.
Sorry about that.
The zone app is $20 now, man. Do you think that'll affect the sales, DC?
I mean, to our eyes, it shouldn't. But like I said, man, everybody is in need of money. You got the war going on. People's, what I'm saying, investments or 401k accounts dropping because of the war. Everybody money hungry. Everybody can't even buy a damn pay-per-view fight, or everybody want to stream stuff for free. So I think it will. It shouldn't, but I think it will.
You think it will, buddy?
I think it will.
Yeah, man. You guys gotta understand, man. Right now, and that's another thing too, DC Mike. Like, there's so many boxing fans out there. That want the best to fight the best, man. I think that this is a way that the fans can see, the fans can see, the best fighting the best, man. I think this is a good thing. I think it'll help out, boxing. And yeah, man, let's talk about this Ugas. You want to talk about the Ugas versus Spence fight coming up as well?
All right, we got Errol Spence, Ugas. Y'all see him right there. They fight next week.
Okay.
At the AT&T Stadium. It's a pretty big fight. I don't know if it'll have been a bit as big as Spence and Pacquiao, but it's a pretty big fight because Ugas beat Pacquiao, so maybe this is his time to cross over. Who knows? Obviously, he beat the Pac-Man a couple years ago. Who else did he fight? He fought I think Sean Porter. I think those were the biggest names that he fought to date. But Ugas is a good sturdy guy, sturdy. He's always relaxed. He never, gets off of balance, in my opinion. He always stays in balance. He doesn't overcommit. And I think he's going to be of a problem for Earl Spence. Because Earl's probably going to look for him to try to overcommit, to try to get at him. And obviously Ugas is not going to do that. He's going to, stay calm, stay poised, stay there. He's just going to, stay basic. So he may try to get Earl Spence to come in and overcommit, and he may, catch Earl with some with some counter shots. But Earl Spence obviously fought. Mikey Garcia, he beat him by unanimous. He fought another DC legend, Lamont Peterson. He fought Danny Garcia. And they got obviously one common opponent is Sean Porter. So he knocked Sean Porter down one time in the fight and, beat him on, I think a split decision. So I think that's the only common opponent they have that will give, everybody a gauge of how good Ugas is. What do you think about Ugas and Spence?
Man, Ugas and Spence, man, it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. Both guys are going to be coming to win. If you guys didn't know, a lot happened lately in the Cuban boxing school. A lot has happened, with you guys being, from Cuba and actually, going through a lot in Cuba, being a defector and stuff like that, man. The Cuban boxing school, they are actually going to be, you know what I'm saying? They're going to actually be, the Cuban boxing school, they're starting right now. What they're doing is they're
Your video
starting.
went out. There we go.
Oh, is it back? All right, yeah. So the Cuban boxing school, they just let people, they let a promoter sign a contract to the government, so fighters from Cuba can turn professional now. So they can actually fight out there in Cuba. Mind you, they had no professional program for 60 years. So this is the first time in Cuban history that that they have professional fights again. So it's pretty big news. I know Ugas is happy. He spoke on it before, and I think that's huge. But as far as this fight goes, I don't think any of that's gonna help Ugas. With all that being said, I'm actually gonna be smelling out an ice season. This fight could possibly go on Corey Lee Boxing's ice season greatest hits. Ugas has his chin out there sometimes. Yes, he does. Yes, he does fight from a a lengthy range, and he does know how to have his rangefinder. He does know how to slip punches, and he's in and out. But the only thing I don't like about Ugas when he fights was a couple of different things that he does. He leaves himself open when he's in there close, and he's trading shots like he did with Sean Porter. Remember, Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao, both guys touched up Ugas with those same punches that they touched him up with. Will that work, with Earl Spence? I truly think that Earl Spence has the power to put Ugas away. And I just really think that it can go. I'm just being honest, man. I really, truly think that this Spence fight, man, and Ugas fight is going to be huge for boxing. Spence is still mad and pissed off a little bit that he did not get that Manny Pacquiao fight. That was a legacy fight. That was a signature fight for him. He did not get that fight, and that could possibly have a residual effect on him, man. I just really think that he missed a really good opportunity. I know a lot of people look over it and say, it wasn't that big of a deal, but having Manny Pacquiao on your resume after beating okay, a young lion, an undefeated young world champion, and Keith Thurman. Okay, Manny Pacquiao was red hot coming off that Thurman win, and fucking you guys stepped in on a 2-week notice and beat him.
Right.
So that's big time, man. That's
Facts.
big time for boxing, man. And I just really think that was a surprise. Was that a surprise to you when you guys came in and beat Manny Pacquiao? Weren't you the guys saying that Manny Pacquiao was going to possibly knock out you guys? What were you saying in the build-up to that fight? Who did you pick on that fight, DC Mike? I thought I remember you picking Pacquiao.
I think I picked Pacquiao because I didn't know too much about Ugas, but I did know that Cuban fighters can fight a little bit. You know, I mean, you know, he beat him by what is a split decision?
I think it was a split decision, but the only reason why I think it was a split decision is because Manny Pacquiao was the A side, and it was actually going to be a robbery. I think it was a robbery in place, and they diffused all the weapons. You know, one judge, you know, got it right, because you know, man, in boxing, DC, man, you know, a lot of fans, man, they get robbed of really good fights when the judges get it fucking wrong. Let's just be honest. That's a big thing in boxing. You know, the judges get it wrong, you know, and they spoil a good night of fights, man. And not only that, they ruin a fighter's career with the judges. You know, let's be honest. I don't want to bring up old news, but Triple G, they say Triple G is still hot over those Canelo decisions. You know, they saying Canelo, you know, some people say Canelo won both fights. Some people say Triple G won both fights. So I guess the last trilogy fight, you know, if both fighters can win, remind you, Canelo got Bivol coming up, and, you know, Murata and Triple G is tomorrow. So it's big in boxing, man. April is full of boxing, you guys. We're back, man, with another banger, man. And I'm telling you guys right now, April is the month for boxing, man. We got some really good battles. Isn't that Tyson Fury? Isn't that Tyson Fury versus Dillian White at the end of the month?
Let me.
Isn't that April 20? I want to say it's April. I want to say that's April 29th, you guys, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's at the very end of the month. But that's gonna be a mega fight
April
as well.
23rd. 23rd.
Huh?
April 23rd.
2 weeks. So that's in 2 weeks. Yep. Dillian White versus Tyson Fury, you guys. So we got a bunch of big fights going down. This you guys versus Earl Spence fight, man. It's a big fight for boxing. You guys is coming in here as an underdog and respectfully, but mind you, there's a lot on the line for this fight, DC Mike. I really want to know what you think about, you know, the winner of this fight possibly fighting Terrence Crawford. How do you feel about that, DC Mike? I mean, do you feel like both of these guys, do you feel like either one of these guys can beat Terrence Crawford on any given day? Is it that close at the top level? Or how do you feel about that, man?
I don't think Ugas can beat Crawford. You know, I think Crawford has some, I don't know, maybe some surprising unseen power that I didn't think he had, and he surprisingly, you know, putting these guys down. I mean, you know, he's a country boy, so, you know, maybe he got some strength that, you know, he don't look, you know, real muscly, but he can hit. So, I mean, you know, I don't think Ugas can beat him. And obviously we forgot to talk about obviously Earl Spence in the last, you know, year and a half. He's been through a lot, car accident.
Yeah, it's been a lot going on with Earl Spence, man. And I just want to tell you guys, man, before we wrap up this live stream, man, I really want to tell you guys, man, that, you know, Earl Spence and you guys, man, whatever it's worth, man, I think it's gonna do well. I think Earl Spence is ready for this big fight. He's got Derrick James. Derrick James is not gonna put him in harm's way. I feel like he's a big brother, like Earl Spence said. And they build a camaraderie, they build a respect for each other. And Earl Spence said in his Brian Custon interview, he said, "Look, man, I'm a humble guy. I'm even keel. I stay the same temperature all year round." And pretty much what he's saying is he doesn't get too high, get too low when it comes to all types of situations in his life. Mind you, he's got 2 kids by one female, and then he's got another kid by another female. So there's a lot of changing going on in his life. I believe he's got a new, woman and stuff like that after his car accident and everything like that. And it's just a lot going on new. He got a farm. He's on a farm now. Earl Spence is on a farm. And I think that affects him. I think I think he's more dialed in now. He's not going out clubbing. He doesn't live in the city anymore. He's going from camp to the fucking farm to feed cows. He has horses on his farm. Okay, Earl Spence, the unified champion, has horses on his farm. But yeah, man, wrapping up, you got anything you want to say?
And we didn't talk. We got to remember he has a detached retina, so he had to get surgery on that eye.
Do you think that'll play a factor with you guys though? Maybe with the Crawford fight, but with the Ugas fight.
I think it'd play a factor if anybody throwing punches and hit him in his eye. It was a old.
But will he be able to hit him like that? Will he be able to hit him like that? And remember, Earl Spence said that the technology on the eyes came a long way. He feel like he's 110% healed. He feel like he's better. He can see out of the eye better than he did before. So that's out of Earl Spence's mouth. So,
man,
I think he's ready.
Corey, man, I just come to realize fighters will say any damn thing. Detached retina, when you get that, fighters will say any damn thing, man. Yeah, say any fight. I mean, for real, fighters say any damn thing. Come on, your eye better than it was before,
right.
really. It really ain't. Detached retina is serious, man. It's an old clip up on YouTube with Sugar Ray Leonard. He was at some military event dealing with the military fighters. And I forget what the name of the program was, but Sugar Ray was, moving around with the guy. They had a rule. They do not hit each other in the face. So they, dancing around, throwing little punches or whatever, moving. Next thing you know, the guy accidentally, jabbed Sugar Ray in his, eye that he had surgery on. So when he jabbed him, Sugar Ray said he had a flashback. So he had got angry. So, you see him moving around with the guy, and all of a sudden, Sugar Ray hit him with a hard body shot. The guy was like, "Oh," Sugar Ray was like, "My bad," but he did it on purpose. And the ref was like, "Yo, I see, I'm fine." And they got to going back again. Sugar Ray hit him again real hard to the body, and the guy dropped down. So man. I guess with all that being said, having detached retina is serious, man. Fighters say any damn thing, man. Damn well his eye ain't the same as it was before he had detached retina. Goddamn, Swift Jared Hurd, his brother Justin Hurd, shouts out to Justin Hurd. He used to box. He was like 4-0. He had detached retina. He got spawned. He had to retire.
Oh, for real?
Brother. Yeah, Justin Hurd.
Oh, I was wondering what happened to him, man.
Yeah, he had detached retina, so he had to retire. So Earl Spencer say fighters will say any damn thing, man. They really will. They'll say any damn thing just to, sell some tickets. Sell tickets and to get money. But to piggyback off what you said earlier about do you think fans will buy this fight and the zone going up $5 or $10? I don't think they will, man, because fans are, especially in the States. I don't know how they do over there in the UK. Maybe in the UK or overseas, the fans, support the fights more. It seems as though they do. But over here in the States, man, everybody cheap. Everybody, need money. They trying to get money. They trying to stream this for free.
Yeah.
Promoters thinking, pay-per-view numbers going to do a certain number, and it flops because, a bunch of people got, streaming, they streaming, and they got the Fire Stick, and, it hurts the fighters' pay-per-view numbers. So, I mean, I think it's going to affect the people in the States. I don't know about, over there in the UK.
Yeah, man, yeah. Huh?
Is there anything else you got to say before we close out?
I think that's pretty much it, man. We wrapped on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all guys are fully loaded for this weekend. It's gonna be some fun fights this weekend, man. But I really think that those are the two biggest fights with the most meaningful meaning behind it. Both are gonna be for titles. As you guys know, the Murata got elevated while he was sitting on his couch to a super champion. We'll talk about that on another live stream, but yeah, he got elevated to he was a regular champion, and then he got elevated to super champion at 160. So yeah. The WBA can do some wild things, you guys. But yeah, man, you guys can follow me at Corey Lee Boxing on YouTube and Instagram, man. And thank you, man.
Corey, appreciate you having you, brother. Appreciate the 2 people that are in here watching. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll talk to y'all later.